Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this January the 28th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather. Got the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the lower 48. And also we're going to be taking a look at some snowfall totals across the Carolinas and Georgia toward the end of this video. So stick with me. Also take a look at see if there's any severe weather. Shouldn't be any, but we'll take a look at that anyway. Also we're going to take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map, and also take a look at your local forecast for your Thursday and Friday. So alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see high pressure dominating from Texas to Florida to the Carolinas, portion of Virginia, all the way up toward Illinois. We got a little system here moving across West Virginia up into areas of Virginia and also up toward Maine. Also up here around Michigan, northern Michigan, also toward Wisconsin, also Minnesota, South Canada. Got another storm system here moving across the country, stretching from northern Texas all the way up into Montana through the Dakotas. Another system here moving into Washington, Oregon State, Northern California. And you can see the subtropical jet starting to begin active, moving into the Baja region of California, Southern California, also over towards areas of Arizona, New Mexico, and also into Texas, as that system continues to push on off to the east. The area low pressure developed down here in the Gulf, right across Florida and then up the Atlantic coast. Could bring heavy snowfall to the Carolinas, like I mentioned last night. These are just the first totals coming out from the National Weather Service office in Columbia, South Carolina, but we will show you where, and these totals may continue to increase, maybe a little more than what anticipated on the model from the Weather Service. The local TV station will begin to start issuing updates on their snowfall totals. Should be coming up on Thursday and Friday, but this is the first call from the National Hurricane Center. But I do expect these numbers to increase. Could be close to blizzard conditions across the Carolinas, Virginia, and then on up to the I-95 corridor towards Maine. So we're not ruled that out. I just want to give you a heads up just in case if we do have a blizzard stretching from portion of Georgia to Carolina all the way to Maine. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on into your local forecast now. We're going to take a look at your Thursday outlook, and it should roll out something like this here in just a few minutes. Alright, here we go. We got some snow flying up here from New Brunswick to Maine to Vermont to New York State, over here toward Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan, Wisconsin, also northeastern Minnesota. More snow over portions of Kentucky, Tennessee to Arkansas to northern Missouri, portion of Wyoming and Colorado, northern Wyoming and Montana, then through Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, eastern Montana. Mixed precipitation up here in portions of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and also into Montana, South Canada, a little bit down into Arkansas and Missouri. Shower activity over here in western Washington, Oregon State, and a little bit inland areas as well. Got some shower activity across areas of Mississippi, Alabama, across the Gulf toward Louisiana, and along the coastal areas of the Panhandle and southern Alabama coastal area, then across southeast Florida toward the Florida Keys. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's roll on into your Friday outlook now, and it should begin to roll out something like this here. Okay, it should be coming up here in just a few minutes, and here we go. Alright, you can see we got snow up here in portion of Vermont, also northern New York State, and also in Pennsylvania, New York, and also western New York State over toward Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan to Illinois to Indiana to Wisconsin, also Lake Superior. Then more snow over here in portion of Arkansas, and also Oklahoma to Kansas through to South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado. Mixed precipitation portion of northwestern South Dakota through Montana, portion of western North Dakota, southern Canada. Then over here in southern Canada, once again, southwestern Canada, stretching into Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, with shower activity along western areas of Washington, Oregon State, and the coastal waters. We got a little bit of snow in portion of eastern Arkansas. Also got more snow over here in portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, over toward Virginia, all the way into West Virginia and Virginia. Even got some heavy snow right here with northern South Carolina through North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and also eastern Kentucky and Tennessee. Got mixed precipitation elsewhere from Alabama to Georgia, central and southern South Carolina to the coastal waters to Georgia, also southeast North Carolina as well. Shower activity also from portions of the Atlantic coastal water to the Florida Keys, back into the Northwest Gulf, Florida Panhandle. You're included in that as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And it should roll out something like this right here. Alright, as you can see, we got some dense fog over here in California. We got a couple counties with winter weather advisories in South Dakota and Wyoming. One winter weather advisory, winter storm warning for northern areas of Michigan. Winter weather advisory for southwestern Michigan. Then we got cold weather advisories up here in northern Michigan, down to Indiana, Ohio, to New York State, to Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, D.C., Delaware, down to portion of eastern North Carolina, also Virginia, West Virginia, also areas of western North Carolina. We got special weather statement for Illinois to Kentucky to Mississippi, and also portions of eastern areas of Arkansas. Also got some cold weather advisory for central and southern Florida area. Freeze warning over southeast Louisiana, southern Georgia, and much of Florida. Snow squalls warnings up here in areas of areas of New York State. And let me see if I can find this here. Extreme cold weather watch over Mississippi, a portion of Louisiana, and southeastern Arkansas. Alrighty. Smoke craft advisory, gale warning from Maine all the way down to the South Carolina coast, Florida Keys, Southern California, Washington State, and Hawaii and Chain Island look good. Also some around the Alaska region. Storm warnings in the purple along coastal areas. Freeze spray warnings in the blue. Blizzard warnings to the north in Alaska. Alright. Now, let's move on to the storm prediction center, and we're not expecting any thunderstorms over the next day 2 or 3. I just picked day 2, but none is forecast at this time for day 2 or day 3. Alright, here's the snowfall totals everybody looking for across portions of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. We're looking at about 2 to 6 inches up here around Southern Pine to Locust, Charlotte. You may get 2 to 5 inches. Also well down toward Wadesboro, Lancaster, also over toward Newberry, also up toward Greenville, toward Spartanburg, 1 to 4 up here around Greenville to Anderson to Toccoa, Georgia. Then again toward Newberry, 1 to 4, Winsboro, 1 to 4, 1 to 3 around Camden to 1 to 3 around Florence, 1 to 4 also around Bennettsville, Pembroke, North Carolina. You getting about 1 to 4. Also to Whitesville, maybe a ½ inch to 2 inches there. 1 to 2 inches or something just north of Aner, 1 to 2 inches around Sumter, 1 to 3 inches around Columbia, also around the Edgefield area. Then lower amounts expected from Athens to Lincoln to Thompson to Augusta, Aiken. Also, that's about a ½ inch to 2 inches there. Then about a ½ inch to 1 inch around Orangeburg, trace to 1 inch around Barnwell, and then lower amount about a ½ inch to a trace further south. So the further south you go, the lower amount. Further north you go, the higher amount. We have some up here that's showing maybe 6 to 8 inches over portions of Rock Hill, a little bit in southwestern areas of North Carolina, also northern portions of Oconee County, South Carolina. Would not be surprised to see that 6 to 8 inch could be in pockets across the northern Midlands of South Carolina. That's why I said this is just the first call map for the forecast office in Columbia, South Carolina, but these numbers could, I'm expecting them to increase, so anywhere from 1 to maybe a 6, could even be 8 inches of snow in some areas. Depends on where the big band of snow sets up across the area, but I'm expecting some of this 2 to 5 should shift southward. 1 to 3 may shift a little further south, so areas from Orangeburg to Barnwell to Wadesboro over toward King Street, you could be in that 1 to 3 inch, and that 1 trace to 1 inch could be down further south. So would not be ruled that out as well. So, but I do expect these totals to increase a little more as we roll forward. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got